And I thought this was really funny. First of all, this image is always true. It's always true. It's always true. When has this not been here? The Bulwark, and I'm not a fan of Catch a Predator stuff, but the Bulwark nabbed Jake Lang? Jake Lang, dude? That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. All right, so they have a 30-minute video that I'm not going to watch because I'm too lazy to watch a 30-minute video of 3 white guys talking, but welcome back to False Flag. Right-wing activist Laura Loomer has been promoting the pro-Trump Ellison family takeover CNN, West become CNN. Yeah. All right, hate mongers for the far right has finally stepped in it after being caught texting flirtatiously with what he assumed to be a 15-year-old girl. Jake Lang has for years been a minor celebrity in the most notorious corners or noxious corners of the conservative movement. Jan 6 guy, big Jan 6 guy. Jake Lang's influence has steadily grown. He seen what it would like to be a big break last Saturday as he led a small protest outside of Mamdani's home where he accused Muslims of being pedophiles, which, you know, why not? Jake Lang is the guy who led that protest out of Mamdani's house where those bombs were at. Video was the product of another attention-hungry faction on the right, pedophile hunters, who staged amateur to catch a predator-style stings. On Monday, one of those pedophile hunters, who goes by the name of the Zerg, posted on Instagram that he'd been texting Lang while posing as an underage girl who described herself as a high school student. What Jake doesn't tell you is that he's chatting up with my 15-year-old decoy, the Zerg, mustachioed young man in a UFC hoodie, said Jake Lang files dropped. I need to pull this up on my other monitor first. Though Lang didn't respond to request comment news later, he has acknowledged that his conversation with the 15-year-old girl was real, though unconvincingly insisted that it was someone on his team who did it. According to the shared screenshots, the conversation between every confession is a every accusation is a confession. There we go. Might be too young for you, lol. Where's the Instagram video? I logged into Instagram. I wasn't logged in. Okay, and this guy isn't great, by the way.
And let's welcome one of them right here, Jake Lang. So Jake Lang here ran in Senate for Florida, which he lost. And now he does these social media things where he does crusades
because shit like this is very damaging to actual, like, fixing genuine systemic problems.
A Christian, and
basically, did this guy get punched in the face for being a Nazi recently? That's true.
Basically does anti-Muslim stuff, anti-Islam stuff. So, like, for example, he posts...
Yeah, like, all of this shit is fucking disgusting.
You know, things like this, where he says, we have no fear of pedophiles worshiping Muslims in Christ Jesus.
Can we fucking speed this
but
up?
What Jake
Holy
doesn't
shit.
tell you is he was chatting up with my 15-year-old decoy. So let's see what he had to say then. By the way, he says he's Christian, but there's, you know, stuff like this.
And anti-Semitic.
They were talking about the march and how he wanted...
Sheesh! Text between Alice and nice fake setup by Groypers. Wouldn't even allow this person to attend my protest until they were 16. Nothing else was discussed except going to a protest. Obviously, phishing a scam that my team caught right away and deterred. Yeah, sure, buddy. Video is a product of another attention-hungry faction. Yeah. When do you turn 16? In 6 months. I won't get in trouble if that's what you're worried about. I can keep a secret. Jake hearted the message. What state do you live in? I can see you until you're 16. If you need a break or a shower at this point, we understand. Just let me say it gets crazier. You coming to my next protest in Texas? Yes, what's your number? Can we talk on here instead of only text? I have too many DMs. Text only, sweetie. How old are you? Nice. I don't know. I be a night owl. I might be too young for you. How old are you, baby? Unless you're under 18, I don't care. 15, lol. When do you turn 16 in 6 months? I won't get you in trouble if that's what you're worried about. Arizona. I can't see you till you're 16.
Jake Lang, 1776, has been in the news for doing tons of shit. Yesterday, he was driving around my city with underage women. Be a friend of mine. I obviously can't show you the profile because that would blow the entire op. Jake gets chatty. How old are you, by the way? The decoy asks. He says, I turned 30, honey. Why are you up so late, young
Stop
lady?
it!
How old
Stop
are you,
with this shit. Ignore the comments on the right.
The decoy says, I'm 50.
Whatever. But yeah. Nick Fuentes went on a 10-minute video. But those texts, you were being FR fucking around my team. Who does my DMs for me? Currently suspect as being fished. I confirmed it by asking their agent, telling them legal boundaries. Never spoke to them again after that. Jesus. This is the profile. I think my team targeted it because of bikini photo on her March. She said she could be 25-year-old in that photo. People just love being pedos nowadays, especially Republicans. Republicans love this shit, dude. That's why they always fight for fucking, like, marriage laws. Yeah, Jake Lang is a pussy. He's such a fucking idiot, too. He's not very smart. And he doesn't do a whole lot of things correctly. And then my TikTok, alright. TikTok said no talking about Jake Lang. He was also the guy, Jake Lang fails to kick over ice. You guys seen this video? And then we get a fucking ad.
Influencer facing charges for his latest stunt here in Minnesota.
Jake Lang.
This was a month ago, by the way.
Was booked into the Ramsey County Jail yesterday after the 30-year-old posted a video to social media. It showed himself destroying an ice sculpture just hours after it was unveiled at the state capitol. And here's what the sculpture looked like. Lawmakers and veterans and community leaders unveiled it more than a 20-foot-long frozen statement earlier in the day, this creation. It read, "Prosecute ICE." Authorities say this was a permitted display at the state capitol. Lang left the scene in a vehicle, but State Patrol says he was pulled over by a trooper and arrested. He was booked on suspicion of criminal damage to property. One of the organizers.
I was wanting to see Jake.
This morning, a right-wing influencer
Jake
facing
Lang
charges for his latest
kicks
stunt here in
ice.
Minnesota.
Jake Lang was.
Can I see the fucking clip? Oh my god, this shit's so annoying. Dude, he lost to the letter S. Letter C. Oh, couldn't get you in one kick.
Pro Ice, baby! America first, America only! We'll see you here, February 7th, Saturday, 12 noon, outside the Minnesota State.
Jesus, dude, he's such a fucking idiot. This shit is... I don't endorse shit like this because it does do more damage than good, but fucking Christ. I'm very glad that he was caught, though, because fuck this idiot. So what a fucking... I mean, they're all... PedoCon is a real theory. PedoCon is a theory I believe in. Who dresses like this? Pedocons. He LARPs as an ICE agent. He LARPs as an ICE agent, so don't forget that.